Authorities say a car crash on the Ohio Turnpike spilled hundreds of boxes of breakfast cereal. The accident in the Toledo area shut down the toll's highway eastbound traffic for nearly 3 hours Wednesday. Said the police Captain Crunch was the sound the other drivers heard.
What?
It was like your basic 4-car accident near what was described as a honeycomb of traffic that was just right for a total mess. One driver, Frank and Berry, went off the road. Said a witness, one fruit was doing loops around the rotary and then veered off into a field of puffed wheat near a Quaker. Oh, the accident was crisp. The driver of a Ford Taurus, Kay Smith, expertly maneuvered her vehicle around the scene. Her husband, a passenger, said that driving was special, Kay. It required grape nuts. Another driver's wife asked him if he had heard the crash, but he said, "I heard nothing, honey." One National Guard member, a General Mills, said he hoped with every fiber one of them didn't get hurt.
It just doesn't stop.
Of course, insurance companies will be writing checks for a while. Authorities say the occupants must have been wearing their Lucky Charms because no life was taken.
There it is. I'm impressed.
Wind chill warning in effect until 10 this morning. Wind chills as low as 35 below zero. It is so cold out there, and I'm telling you, Boy Scouts are offering to de-ice little old ladies.
There you go.
That's true. It is so cold, a flasher rushed up to poor Mrs. Flanagan and described himself.
Yeah.
It is so cold that lawyers are putting hands in their own pockets.
Oh, wow. That's awesome.
In search of hot air, I'm thinking about listening to Rush Limbaugh today.
Okay.
It is so cold, Mom had to give me a block of chicken soup. So cold, the snowman knocked on my door, asked to sleep on my couch. Couple oldies but goodies. It's so cold, Richard Simmons is wearing pants.
Wow.
And Britney Spears is wearing underpants.
Wow, that's another one right there.
It is so cold, if you suck on an ice cube, it just gets bigger. It is so cold, Bill Clinton thought he was standing next to Hillary. It is so cold, of course, my dog is peeing ice pellets. He's also stuck to the fire hydrant. It is so cold, I saw a squirrel roasting his nuts.
Yeah.
It's so cold, I saw a squirrel rubbing butter on his nuts. So cold, today read the forecast and called it sick. Yesterday. I think I messed that one up.
Yeah, I think you did too. I think you did too.
It is so cold, it's still yesterday. Today read the forecast, called it sick.
Okay.
Rim shots at the end, please.
Yeah. They were there for every joke.
It is so cold,
Yeah.
Sherman Williams needed a third coat. It is so cold, I forgot the words to Viva Viagra. It's so cold, your spit freezes before it hits the ground. And apparently, this actually happens in like upper parts of Michigan and Canada. Really, you spit, it is frozen before it hits the ground.
midair,
And that's no joke. So cold, I bought sweet rolls at the bakery, froze my buns off before I reached the office. And finally,
Yeah, I'm just about out of rim
finally,
shots.
yeah, it is so cold, Chuck Norris put on a jacket.
Oh, wow. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Kelly Brown, everybody. There you go. Thank you. Kelly Brown.
With a cutback in the herring catch for next year, New England lobstermen fear they'll face a bait shortage. Portland Press Herald reports fisheries regulators yesterday voted to cut the herring catch by 45% because of the uncertain outlook of the herring population, which reminds me of Helen Keller because I believe she had a cutback in herring. And I don't know if you know, effective February 1st, the California Highway Patrol and the California Department of Fish and Game will be merged to form the new California Department of Fish and Chips. What does the clam do on his birthday?
Well, I have no idea.
He celebrates.
Oh, that is rich.
I have a good bear joke.
You are on a roll, my friend.
A bear enters a bar in Billings, Montana, sits at the bar, bangs down his paw, and demands a beer. The bartender says, "We don't serve beer to bears in bars in Billings." The bear roars in anger, "Serve me a beer or I'll eat that woman sitting at the end of the bar." The bartender again says, "I'm sorry, we don't serve beer to belligerent bully bears in bars in Billings." True to his word, the bear goes down to the end of the bar, eats the hapless woman, returns to his stool, sits down, and again demands a beer. The bartender says, "We definitely don't serve beer to belligerent bully bears in bars in Billings who are on drugs." The bear says, "I'm not on drugs." The bartender says, "You are now. That was a bar bitch you ate." York City police say a sergeant allowed a police escort for Sean P. Diddy Combs, otherwise known as Diddy, whose birth name is Sean John Combs, or just Sean Combs, and of course used to be Puff Daddy, sometimes referred to as Puff or Puffy. Police say Friday night's escort was requested by Diddy's deviant dry cleaner, who deduced that Diddy desired a special delivery. Damn, Daddy. A representative for Combs, otherwise known as P. Diddy or Diddy, whose birth name is Sean John Combs, or just Sean Combs, and of course used to be Puff Daddy, sometimes referred to as Puff or Puffy, had no comment.
Wait, say, that deserves a round of applause.
That does. That's good right there. Kelly Brown, ladies and gentlemen. That's the awards on the wall. They don't jump up there. You know, the awards don't jump up on the wall by themselves. He earns them. Night and day, he's in the trenches. He's digging it out. Kelly Brown, everybody.
Meanwhile, in New York City, a video game maker is claiming that Beyonce
Double up.
lost it a pretty penny. Gate 5 said it had an agreement with the Grammy Award-winning buxom bodacious bitch for a game structured around her. And I do mean structured around her.
Double up.
That's some badass booty, bubble butt, voluptuous badonkadonk.